We are back for some weekend action. First time I'm doing it on a Saturday, and God knows how long. I think the last time I did it on a Saturday was like the first Fate Stay Night session. Oh, I just noticed they have it like the actual route you're on right there. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's a nice touch. Spotify open. All right, there we go. Anyway, last weekend we streamed Fate Stay Night. Let's see what happened. We had a grand big old fight with a rider is what happened, and we also got our first bad ending, which you know, actually didn't differentiate too much from like the actual route, you know, the real choice that wouldn't lead to us killed. We haven't seen, you know, the events afterwards, because like what happened was like the differentiating thing there was either, you know, chase after Ryder and Saber, which made Shiro go into the building a little bit earlier, or wait, because what the fuck are you supposed to do? Which is what I chose the first time, and Shiro ran into the building anyway, which is what I wanted. When I thought like, hey, chase after or wait here, I thought the option was like chase after and try and like get up the building with them, since they were running up the side of the building, and I was like, what the fuck is that? What is that going to accomplish? So I just chose wait here because I assumed it would make him go into the building, like it would make him think, hey, I'm gonna go into the building instead, which did happen. Regardless, either way, Saber beat Ryder, and the result was different this time. In the actual, or in the bad end, she was going to disappear. In the real path, she was only maybe sorta gonna disappear, and then, you know, Ilya drugged us and may have raped us. I don't know, it was weird. Regardless, we are not on the bad path anymore. We are on day 11. We're actually doing pretty good. We're making pretty good headway into the game itself. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Day 11. I forget what the name of this chapter is. Dragon Slay. That's a name, all right. Arturia, the girl who had just finished her rite of passage, would be known by that name from that day on. It was a time of chaos and war. It was beginning with the demise of an empire. An empire believed to be indestructible was only awaiting its destruction at the hands of invading barbarians. To prepare for the war against these barbarians, the empire deprived the island country of any military forces. That was the beginning. Once her country lost the empire's protection, it couldn't escape becoming independent, and it broke into smaller countries in no time. The barbarian invasions, self-destructive strife between clans, a long period of war that would be later called the Dark Ages. She was born into this period as the heir to the throne. It was a long period of chaos. The king believed the Magus' prophecy and yearned for the birth of his appointed successor. But the child that was born was not the one that the king desired. The child wasn't a boy. Even if the child was fated to become a king, he couldn't make a child that was not a boy his successor. The girl was entrusted to the king's vassals and raised as a child of a mere knight. The king fell into despair, but the Magus was delighted. The sex of the one who would become the king never mattered. He was confident that the fact that the girl being separated from the castle until the day of the prophecy was proof that she would become king. The girl grew up as a successor under the simple and wise old knight. The old knight did not really believe in the Magus' prophecy. He just felt the same air from the girl he did from the king. So he felt that he must raise her as a knight, and he wished her to grow. But the knight did not even have But the knight did not even have to wish for such a thing, as the girl trained day after day to become stronger than anyone. If only a king could have saved the country headed for death. The girl swore to bear a sword for that reason alone, without ever being told to. So the day of the prophecy arrived. Knights and lords around the country gathered to be selected as the king. Every one of them expected the selection to be through jousting, if the most superior one was to become king. But the only thing prepared at the place of selection was a naked sword stuck in a stone. On the hilt of the sword was a golden inscription. Whosoever pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king born of England. Many knights grabbed the sword following that command, but no one was able to pull the sword out, and the knights began the expected method of selection by jousting. As the girl was only an apprentice, she was not qualified to joust. The girl neared the deserted stone of selection and reached out for the sword without hesitation. When she turned around, before her was the most feared magus in the country. The magus said that she would no longer be human once she took a hold of that sword. The girl only responded with a nod. Becoming a king means no longer being human. She was prepared for that ever since she was born. In short, a king is someone who kills everyone to protect everyone. The young girl thought about it every night and shuddered until morning came. No day passed that she did not fear that fact. But the girl said that it would end this day. The sword was pulled out as if it was only natural to do so, and the place was filled with light. In that instant, she became something not human. The king's gender does not matter. No one will care about the king's appearance or even notice it if the king acts like a king. Even if anybody noticed that the king was female, there would be no problem if she was a good king. Perhaps because of the sword's magic, the girl's growth stopped at that time as well. Many knights feared it as ominous, but most of them praised their master's immortality as divine, and thus, the time of the king who would become a legend started. The battles of the new king were indeed acts of a god of war. The king always led from the front. No enemies could stand in her way. Arturia, the god of war. There was no defeat for a body admired as a dragon in human form. For 10 years and 12 battles, she knew only victory. Those were the days she ran through as the king. She never turned back and was never disgraced. She was raised as the king and fulfilled her obligations as the king. So, you know. Other fate lore happens. Is that why I saw such a figure? Her soul must still be on the battlefield. Before daybreak, resting her body in the wind under the indigo blue sky, she just gazes into the distance. The sky is high and the clouds are flowing fast. Under the clear air, she is looking at the great army she must face with her sword in hand. That figure is burned in and will not go away. She and her sword are one. The sword from the stone that chose the king. I think the brilliance of the sword that selected her fate is also brilliance. But I wonder in the dream. That sword is different from the one she had. It's similar, but different. The one she used last night was different from this sword. So, how'd she lose such a fine sword? Back in reality land. When I wake up, I'm in my room. It's light outside. Guess I fell asleep after coming back to my room, unable to make a decision. Oh yeah, we have to think about, you know, hey, Saber, I'm gonna use my command cell to make you kill people and take their essence, or we gotta find out some other way to do it. It was a strange dream. Even events I shouldn't know about, things I don't know about Saber. Is it possible for me to dream about them? I mean, you're connected, like, through your soul, kinda, for, you know, the servant-master relationship, so seeing what she sees, etc., etc. I vaguely think Saber's true identity that was hidden. To be honest, I still can't accept who she is. Saber is just Saber. I can't change my attitude just because I know who she was before, and I don't think Saber would want that either. What, the sword? The sword, yeah, okay. The sword from yesterday suited her, but the sword in my dream also suited her. No, you could say I was fascinated. With yesterday's sword and the sword in the dream, it seems I fall for swords easily. I wonder why. I also thought Lancer's lance was beautiful when I saw it, but my interest in swords is exceptional. It seems I'm easily attracted to swords. Alright, well, we got that little foreshadowing implanted, I guess. I take a deep breath and reach up for my sweaty face. It's hot, but it's February. Don't think about it too hard. I wipe the sweat off my forehead. Even though it's winter, my body is burning. It feels like my blood is getting hotter, and I feel restless. Oh, huh. That's actually a different sense of, That's not what I was thinking of, but, the hand that bears the command spell is hot, as if it's holding a pocket heater. It's endless restlessness. Take a deep breath and try to calm myself. Saber hasn't woken up ever since, or even once since last night. But it seems like she's getting better. Her breathing is calm now and there's no sign of gasping in pain. Saber is sleeping peacefully. That's good after, you know, everything that happened yesterday, collapsing in exhaustion, stuff like that. Probably not the best for her. If I just let her sleep like this, she might get back to normal. Then there will be no need to have her kill people. Then, just like now, Saber will be with me and... Yeah, you already know that's not going to be the case, my guy. I'm so weak it makes me sick. I don't think... I mean, yeah, it is your fault, but not... It is directly, but not, like... You didn't do it. It was more like... Hey, every other master can, you know, use their mana to restore their servant's mana, but, not Shiro here, which we never really got an explanation on. It's probably, well, no, I think it's because he's just an amateur magus, so, like, he can't do everything that other maguses can, obviously. So with that comes that, because Shinji also had the problem of that. I get up, trying not to make a sound. I don't know when Saber will wake up, but I have to make my decision before she does. Tosaka must still be asleep. There's no energy in the house, and it feels like it's abandoned. I'm just depressed. Can't decide, so I'm wandering around in a gray state, and that causes the world to be vague. I hear something cut through the air. I remember that sound. Yeah. I don't feel like cooking before breakfast, so I'll take a walk and check it out. Taiga? Or Rin? Much colder than usual outside. It must be really cold that my burning body feels it. So cold that it might snow. Oh, it's coming from the shed. Huh. Then Archer, maybe? But, He's in the front of the shed. Yeah, it's Archer. I guess I kind of knew he would be here, so I wasn't surprised. How's it going, Archer? He must have been shooting arrows until now. He lowers his bow in displeasure as soon as he sees me. You could hit me, and then he just smirks. Are you sure about that, Archer? Are you sure that's a fact? He doesn't need to tell me that. The sound was Archer's bowstring cutting through the air. I don't know why, but Archer isn't using any arrows, but only pulling his bowstring. It's almost like he was using swords. Daggers? I don't know. Blades. Your arrows are shot to target yourself. Curls his lip offensively. As I thought, I can't get along with him. Give me tips on archery, please. I mean, you could, but... I see. He's healed now. That means Tosaka should return to the war. And that means the partnership is mostly over now, which is also very unfortunate. I turn away. Since Tosaka and Archer are rejoining the battle, I must make a decision. I have to think seriously somewhere that I can be alone. Follow through.
ことを済ませた後に保つ間のことだ。私の弓術とお前の弓道で唯一共通しているものがそれだと思うのだが。
なんだよ。お前なんかに発説を解かれる覚えはないぞ。
Yeah, it was an archery. Shiro was an archery club until recently.
体は自然と場に止まるという。それを斬新というそうだな。
Certainly, there are 8 movements in archery called the 8 stages of shooting. The last one, the follow 3, is the state that comes after shooting an arrow, but...
それがどうしたっていうんだ。
心構えの話だ。
Oh, talking about it in a more spiritual sense than anything else, or more metaphorical. Yeah, metaphorical is the better term there.
矢とは放つ前にすでに的中しているものだ。射手は自らのイメージ通りに指を離す。ならば当たるか当たらぬかなど確認する必要はない。射の前に当たらぬと思えば当たらぬし、当たると思えば。
So being focused on it, you know, all that sort of stuff.
そんなことあるか。どんなに当たるって思っても当たらない射はある。思うだけで当たるって言うんなら誰だって100発100中だ。
But it's a difference about putting things into practice or, you know, actually... It's a difference between, like, full confidence and being practiced in it versus just thinking that you'll... It's like thinking you'll hit it versus knowing you'll hit it, I think. Maybe? I don't know.
そうかな。少なくともお前は100発100中だろ。
His statement makes my heart jump. That's certainly...
まあ、そんな話はどうでもいい。言いたいことは一つ。
But how does he know that?
斬新とは矢が当たるかどうかを見極めるものではない。放った矢がどのような結果になるかなど分かりきったことだからな。ならば斬新とはその結果を受け入れるための心構えではなかったか。
Cat was meowing the entire time at my door, and I was tired of him screaming. So, came in here.
分かってる。要するに最後まで見届けろって言いたいんだろう。
Basically.
そういうことだ。セイバーのことは聞いた。彼女がこのような状態になるのは。
I'm sure there was a decent part of him that did know that, or maybe that was one of the reasons why he didn't want her to fight in order to not deplete that mana. But I might be just giving him the benefit of the doubt. He could have been completely airheaded about it and be like, it'll be fine. I mean, Saber said multiple times it'll be fine, that there wouldn't be any reason for her to use that much mana, but here we are. All that's left is to occupy the result, accept the result. Is he saying that no matter what happens to Saber because of my decisions, all I can do now is see through what happens? I turn my back to Archer. I'll leave this guy once and for all.
それともう一つ。気がついていないようだから教えておこ
う。What's up?
セイバーはな、宝具を使えば自分が消えると分かっていたはずだ。
But she did so. The usual offensive tone isn't present in his voice.
にもかかわらず、宝具を使った理由は一つ。セイバーは自身が消えることより。
Now that just isn't. It is not really smart because if, you know, it's more sentimentality than anything else because we already went over that fact that if for some reason either Shiro gives up his command spells or Shiro dies, then we also have to, or not we have to, but Saber can go to someone else if she can get to them in time before she disappears, or if they make a contract with her in time. So the fact that she decided to actually, you know, use her noble phantasm to protect Shiro in spite of, yeah, exactly what Archer's saying here, chose to protect you over her own existence is a really big thing. Voice holds only honest sincerity. Alright, status and weapon screens updated. That I'm guessing that's Archer's bow then. Sentimentality music. Oh boy, the park is empty. I wonder if we're gonna meet with Ilya again. This is where the bad end happened last time. Guessing it's Archer. No, it isn't, huh? Details, abilities. No, then maybe abilities, details. Ah, Arturia. Okay, wise up. The once and future king, England's legendary hero, King Arthur. He is a hero well known for the model for the knights. But it's said that he actually did exist. The real King Arthur was called Dux Bellorum, the king of the battles, and he was a great leader who led the 12 kings of northern England against foreign invasions by such people such as the Picts and the Scottish. The identity of the real great leader, King Arthur, has many variations, and there is even an opinion that there were two people that corresponded to the king. The one was a pure Briton, Arthur. The other one was Roman, Arturius. The opinion states that legend of King Arthur that is known today is one story merged from two accomplishments of these two. The legend of King Arthur is all too famous. The exceptional magist Merlin prepared a sword and said, "Whoso pulleth out the sword of the stone is the right wise king of all England." When Arthur pulled out the sword, he was recognized as the king of England, and with the knights of the Round Table gathered around him, he went through many adventures. Arthur was the child of the King of Britain, Uther Pendragon, and the wife of his servant, Duke Cornwall. The blue-eyed Igraine. As a price for Merlin's assistance in ensuring the success for his love for Igraine, he had to leave their child in Merlin's care. I'll properly guide this child, one bearing a great destiny, and protect him from the crisis of the royal family. This is actually a lot different than how it went down in the dream. Merlin entrusted Arthur to Uther's loyal knight. There we go, Sir Ector. And Arthur was raised as his adopted child in the day he pulled out the chosen sword. In the days after the battle and troubles that followed after he pulled out the sword and became a great story for medieval knighthood. The great deeds of King Arthur in ruling over Camelot as the great king of knights, and saving England by leading many great men, are all one could ask from a hero. Arthur's all too famous sword, the holy sword Excalibur, was not the chosen sword. Rather, it was the treasured sword of the fairyland, given to him by the Lady of the Lake under Merlin's guidance after he lost the chosen sword. So he lost it? Okay. I don't actually know too much about, Arthurian mythos sort of stuff, so this is actually pretty nice to read up on. After giving King Arthur the holy sword Excalibur, the fairy princess of the lake Vivian became his guardian. King Arthur's lifelong enemy, Princess Morgana, was in existence opposed to Arthur's guardian Vivian, but Morgana herself was also a fairy of the lake that protects the king. King Arthur ordered the Knights of the Round Table to search for the Holy Grail. In the King Arthur legend, the search for the Holy Grail comprised the core episodes of the story of the Knights of the Round Table, but only 3 knights were commanded to search, and King Arthur himself did not go out on the journey. Of the 3 knights, the perfect knight Lancelot did not make it to the Holy Grail due to his unfaithful flirting, and his son Galahad did obtain the Holy Grail, but abandoned it due to his lack of greed. The end of the legend was marked by King Arthur's death. Arthur's life had been sought many times by the Princess Morgana, his older sister, by a different father. At the end of the battle between him and the knight Mordred, born from Princess Morgana's scheme, his legend closes its curtain. King Arthur's fall started when his most trusted knight Lancelot disappeared after becoming ashamed about his affair with Arthur's wife Guinevere. Losing his trusted knight after losing his sheath of the holy sword and even losing his own country while on a long expedition, King Arthur faced his last battle in the land of Camelot. The holy sword Excalibur was trusted to Sir Bedivere on King Arthur's deathbed, and he returned it to the Lady of the Lake. King Arthur's corpse was carried by the ladies of the lake to Avalon, the land where heroes sleep. A legend is handed down from King Arthur will awaken from his sleep in Avalon when England is in peril, so that he can save his homeland. Arthur bears the red dragon that symbolizes the British people, and he himself has the attributes of a dragon. Since he has the karma of the dragon and the embodiment of a divine mystery and the transcendent, he has strong magical qualities. On the other hand, he's weak against heroes who have defeated dragons in the past. So, you know, Siegfried and probably a lot of others. Because dragons are pretty big in mythos. Park is empty as usual. Maybe it helps that it's colder today than usual. There's no one around and it looks like I'm the only one out at this time. But we're probably gonna meet with someone. I wonder who. I sit on the bench sluggishly. I came to a deserted place as I wish to. Now that I'm here, I have to decide what to do. There are no choices that allow me to postpone the problem. If I'm to end the Holy Grail War by defeating the other masters, I need Saber to stay. Even without that, I don't want her to disappear. But that means having Saber attack people like Ryder did. Which she explicitly does not want. So yeah, there's no way I can do that. Making Saber do such a thing would be like telling her to die. And first of all, Saber would surely refuse, but command seals exist. You'll only use one of them. Used it on the school to summon her. When I hang my head, I see my left hand. I have 2 command spells left. If I use one, I can force Saber to follow my command. I bite my lip and discard the ridiculous thought. I don't know how long I remain slumped on this bench, but just as my fingers start to tremble from the cold. How's it going, Ilya? You know, last time we were here, we found out that you drugged us the night before and then took us and killed / I don't even know what happened. So I hope it isn't as grim as last time we met.
イリア、お前また一人でこんなところまでやってきたのか。危ないぞ。どこにマスターの目が光ってるか。
Hey, there's another master right there. As I start to say that, I'm amazed at my stupidity. Ilya's a master here? Yep, she's a master. I shouldn't be worrying about this, and anyway, aren't we enemies?
今はイリアと話をする余裕がないんだ。
Hey, this is the same line, and then she got super blank-faced, and then, you know, hey, I drugged you, Oni-chan. Sitting down on the bench, I dismiss Ilya. There are things I need to talk to her about, but I have my hands full with Saber right now. Oh god, no. Ilya doesn't say anything, and she just stares at me as if I'm a stranger. Come on, man. This is like 1-to-1 what's going on. The only thing that's different is, you know, meeting Archer out in the shed and having the dream. Suddenly, the girl in front of me says this coldly as if she was someone else. I move my legs. I know it's bad to stay sitting down, so I put my power into them to stand up. Oh no! The same thing happens! What the hell was different? What was different? I try to move my arms and legs, but they won't move at all. No, it feels like they're stiffening the more power I put into them. It's those eyes. Looking into Ilya's red eyes is making my body go numb and... No! Come on now.
無駄だよお兄ちゃん。そうなったらもう動けないわ。もうじき声も出なくなるけど、心配しなくていいよ。私もね、今日はお話をしに来たわけじゃないもの。
Murderous intent mixes into Ilya's gaze. This is the same Ilya as that night when she was the master of Berserker. Nah, she didn't kill you last time, or I don't think so. What did she do to us in the bed? Gritting my teeth, I gather all my strength. Oh god! But I can't even twitch my fingers. Every nerve in my body is wrapped by Ilya's stare.
だってもうマスターでいてもしょうがないでしょ。セイバーが消えたらシロー
Then
は
let
一
us
人きりだ
go
も
to
の。
the church.
いつまで
Come
もマ
on,
スターに
man.
させてられないわ。戦う手段がなくなったシローなんて
Why do you want to kill us? Ilya raises her hand. Her white slender fingers touch my chest. Oh God!
他の人
You've
に
got the
殺され
fisheye
る前に見
lens.
つけられてよかった。それじゃあおやすみなさいお兄ちゃん。どうせセイバーも消えるんだから早い方がすっきりするでしょ。
What changed? What changed? My vision fades. Sensation in my limbs is already gone, and now my vision is gone as well. How long has it been since I fell into this darkness? While I wonder whether or not I'm dead, my consciousness fades away. What changed? My body is burning. Even though my consciousness is deep in the darkness, my burning body is appealing that it is alive. I see. I guess I'm alive then. But even if that's the case, that's only for the moment. Ilya said it too.
戦う手段のないシローなんて
I can kill you easily, which she wants to kill us, but why? Why? That's the big question now, at least for me. But she's right. I can't fight at all without Saber. The Holy Grail War is a battle between servants. I can't possibly match one of those servants. That fact has been proven many times already. Back in the, the giant fucking blood dome. It was a merciless beating. As Saber said, my battle against a servant is to survive. I couldn't even do that. I was cut all over my body, and on top of that, thrown to the ground from the 3rd floor windows, which somehow you survived and still managed to do shit with. You almost killed Shinji. I only survived because of an abnormality in my body, and I don't even understand. That fact is so vexing that it makes me mad. Couldn't stop the disaster occurring around me just because of the one in front of me was unbeatable. Even though I chose to fight as a master to stop people getting hurt. I couldn't protect them. It pisses me off. The superhero I've admired since childhood always has to win, or it's meaningless. My body is burning. My whole body is demanding that I must win. I don't have any means of winning, nor a way to fight. How would I be able to fight? I don't have any skills to fight along Saber without being a burden to her.
それも間違いだ。エミやシローは格闘には向かない。
Shut up,
お
Archer.
前の戦いは精神の戦い。己との戦いであるべきだからだ。
Suddenly, I remember the back of the man who said those words.
戦いになれば、エミやシローに勝ち目などない。お前の好き
Oh yeah, the subtle foreshadowing of, hey, you should remember these words.
何をやってもサーバントには通じない。
But that means that they'll be of use against a master, probably, hopefully. I know. I realize that more than ever now.
ならば、せめてイメージしろ。
Imagine a chance for victory in a
現実でかなわない相手なら、想像の中で勝て。自身が勝てないのなら、勝てるものを幻想しろ。
He doesn't need to tell me something I already know. If I'm going to win, it'll only be in my head. But what could I win with? I can't imagine myself beating a servant. I can't handily deceive myself, and an image created by deceiving myself will only be full of flaws. There are no ways that I could ever be able to match a servant, a first-class illusion, with such a third-rate image. So, what will I be able to beat? And what will I beat it with? I'm searching for an answer to that question. Better search soon, bud, because we're on the path to, getting wiped out. Searching for the answer even now, a golden sword. It's a sword for her alone. I don't want it myself. It's just beautiful. I just want to hold it in my hands if it's permitted. It's a bad habit for an amateur mage. Since all I can do is examine the contents, I see such dreams unsuitable for my position. But if this is a dream, I should be allowed to at least think about it. First, I assume the basic structure and reproduce the composing material. Basic form from when I'm using the strengthening magic isn't enough as I thought. Strengthening is changing something that's already there, so it's meaningless with something that isn't there at all. So, if I'm able to remember the sword, I have to put in more effort into it. It's well before the basics. The process full of waste that I came up with before Kiritsugu taught me how to use strengthening magic. It was... How was this supposed to take shape? Oh, hey, we're here. How's it going? When I come to, I'm in a ridiculous place. That's a lot of ellipses. This isn't just some place I've never seen before. It has a bed with a gorgeous canopy and a long carpet that makes it look like you could sink into your ankles. A stone fireplace that is not just decorative, but actually functional. The patterns on the walls aren't just wallpaper, they're actually engraved. That seems not the best structurally. Like, it's fancy for sure, but it seems like it would be really, one, annoying to clean, two, like, give way to erosion pretty easily. I'm used to mansions like Shinji's house, but this is on a different level. It's embarrassing to say this, but this is like a castle you read about in fairy tales. Which means that it's one of those castles you would read about in fairy tales. Hey, you're realizing. Oh no, never mind. My mind almost falls unconscious. My body is strangely heavy. Is my blood circulating poorly? It feels like I'll fall asleep again if I let my guard down. Passing out. I try to remember with my hazy mind. Oh yeah, I was bound by Ilya and lost consciousness. Yep, but as long as we have our body, it's okay. Can you raise the arm? Oh, tied up. Great. My dazed mind instantly awakens. Realizing that I'm in the danger that I'm in, I study the situation first. Okay, bound. We're not gagged. I'm not in the worst condition, but it makes no difference to the fact that I can't move. My body is still numb, and I can't even get up with my hands tied. So, no idea. Great. There's no clock in the room. The window is behind me. I turn around as much as I can, but the curtain is draped over it, and I can't quite tell what's outside. But the sun's already set outside. I met Ilya in the morning, so that means at least half a day has passed. Can't be doing this now. I don't know where I am, but I have to go home to Saber as quickly as I can. Saber is weakening. I can't trouble her by letting her know that I've been kidnapped. Pull up my hands. Even if I'm able to run away, I have to do something about the rope tied behind my back first. Oh, shit. The door opens. I release my power at the same moment she walks in. I feel like shit. Ilya is acting totally different from before. Her cold eyes are gone, and the Ilya before me is the white girl. The white girl. Never mind. Race jokes. Yeah. Who was talking to me before in the park the other day. She looks at me tilting her head. It looks like she's just worried about me. I can think. Not fully incapable of things. Incapable. I glare at Ilya. Why do you guys have a dungeon? Why is this like a legit castle? I don't know if I should be thankful or not, but anyway, I'm starting to understand the situation I'm in. Which means we need to get out of here somehow. I say so sharply, killing my emotions. As long as I don't know the full details of the situation, I should listen for now. Well, you said you were gonna kill me, so what's the big deal? I mean, we could use our command spell, but, you know, Saber's not in a state to where she would be able to fight, especially since this is Berserker's master, so Berserker's somewhere near here. In the state she's in, if it was just dealing with Ilya, using a command spell would be to summon her here and get us out of here would be possible it might make her disappear, though. I don't know how much mana that would waste. But fighting with Berserker is a big no-no.
俺を殺すんならあの公園でできたじゃないか。
But that would have been messy.
なんで？私、シロを殺す気なんてないよ。シロは私のだもん。
Do I want to know what that
他のマスターは殺すけど、
means? Why are
シロは
we
特別。
special?
だから誰も邪魔が入らないようにシロをここに閉じ
Then
込
why
め
did
た
you
の。
actually? Why did you say you were gonna kill me then? Hey now. I automatically lean back. Ilya puts her face close to mine as if not caring about my
エ
feelings.
リア、ちょっと。
I know it's indiscreet, but my heart's beating fast from the weight of Ilya on my legs. Even though she's not heavy, she feels so alive I can't think straight.
やっぱりシロは特別。
Do I want to know that meaning?
ねえ、私のサーバントになってみない？シロが私のサーバントになってくれるなら、もう殺さなくて済むわ。
Why do you have to kill us in the first place? We can just go to the church and never have to talk about this again. This is nothing half-hearted. Ilya's words are so pure that I won't be able to take it back if I nod. If I do betray her, all her purity would probably turn into hatred. I'm guessing we're gonna get a choice here. With Ilya so close to me, my confused mind freezes. This isn't just that she likes me. Ilya's question is asking me if I want to live or if I want to
考
die.
えるまでもないでしょ。シロにはもうセイバーはいないんだもの。戦う手段なんてないわ。
That is true.
なら、マスターでいてもしょうがないじゃない。
That is also mostly true.
違う。セイバーはまだ消えていな
We
い。
still...
そんなこと。
There's a chance. There's a chance.
いいからシロはここにいればいいの。シロがずっとそばにいてくれるなら、私もずっとシロを守ってあげる。
Ilya snuggles up to me. I don't even have the freedom to push her away. I don't know what'll happen if I disobey her. You'll probably fucking die, my guy. But I still can't nod to Ilya's words.
離れるんだ、イリア。どんなに言われても、俺は。
Ilya puts her finger up to my mouth. Hey now. She smiles. That's a very devious smile than anything
分
else.
かってないんだから。
Don't get what?
いい？今のシロはカゴの中の小鳥なのよ。生かすも殺すも私の自由なんだから、あんまり私を怒らせるようなことは言っちゃダメ。10年も待ったんだもの。ここでシロを簡単に殺しちゃうなんて、そんなのつまらないでしょ。
What's your deal with us? Her voice sounds just like a girl who wants a toy. I gasp, sensing a cruelty that sends a chill up my spine.
これで最後だよ、お兄ちゃん。もう一度だけ聞いてあげる。
Her eyes are full of hope.
シロ、私のものになりなさい。
Yeah, you know, considering the context, I'm pretty okay on that. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, just go ahead and save. You know, I can't do that. Even if this is the bad option, then, like, my morality and, you know, my will to live, I feel like we'll die if we say yes. That's just how I feel about it. I don't even have to think about it, and I can only take so much. Why does everyone think that Saber's disappearing? Saber won't disappear, and I'm going to fight with her until the very end. I can't undermine that oath with something like this.
イリア、お前の言うことは聞けない。俺にはセイバーがいる。
You know, the problem with that now is we're still, you know, tied up and in Ilya's mansion where Berserker is. I hear her gasp. Her red eyes open for an instant like rigor mortis.
あなたまで私を
It's not about betraying. It's just about... Oh, come on now. The girl looks down at me, not getting upset.
いいわ。シロが私の言うことを聞かないなら、
Uh-oh.
私もシロの言うことなんて聞かない。
I chose this. I chose this option. If this is a bad end, this is 100%
今
on
まで見
me.
逃してあげたけど、それもこれでおしまいなんだから。
Ilya's voice is filled with murderous intent. I feel an ominous
待
tone
ってい
to
な
it.
さい。すぐに用を済ませてくるから。
Oh no.
待て
I don't like where this is going.
何ってセイバーとリンを
Wait,
殺しに行くの
why?
二人を殺してくればシローも少しは後悔するでしょ。
What's the deal with you?
バカなことを言うな。セイバーもトーサカも関係ない。俺は自分だけの都合でイリアとはいられないって言ってるんだ。
そうなの？けど二人は殺す。
Oh no.
それが終わったら次はシローの番よ。
God damn it. She starts to go. She's serious. She's going to kill Saber and
やめろ
Tosaka.
イリア。セイバーもトーサカも関係ないだろ。捕まってるのは俺なんだから。憎いって言うなら俺だけにしろ。二人を殺す理由なんてない。
理由はあるわ。私以外のマスターは生かしておけない
But
もの。
what if we weren't a master? Come
簡
on
単に
now.
人を殺すなんて言うな。お前にはそんなの似合わない。イリアはまだ子供なんだから、そんな真似だけはしちゃダメだ。
After looking at me in amazement.
残念ね。私はもう
Oh,
マスター
shit.
を殺してるんだよ。
What?
鬼。
Ilya says so with a cheerful face.
もっとも、それは昨日の話だけど。予想外といえ
Wait,
ば予想
oh
外だ
shit.
ったな。
Ilya killed Shinji.
私、あいつはお兄ちゃんが手を下すって思ってたのに。
Ilya killed Shinji. At that moment, to my surprise, I clearly understand what she's talking about. Ilya said she was in the building last night, so wasn't the master fleeing in front of her the perfect prey? But we already defeated fucking Ryder. There was no point. Like, I get it, Shinji's a dickbag,
シ
but
ロが
like,
やらないから私がやっちゃった。本当は横取りって好きじゃないんだ
then
け
I
ど。
wonder what would happen if we went to chase after Shinji instead of going to Saber immediately. That would have been a bad end, like where Ilya would have killed us on the spot. For Ilya, it must have been nothing at all. Oh god. That makes me realize. No, I shouldn't have known. I should have known last time I met her. This girl has no sense of good and evil. If the girl laughing innocently is Ilya, the girl laughing mercilessly is also Ilya. It's not like a devil and an angel are in her at the same time. It's just that Ilya is a devil called an angel.
それじゃあ行ってくるわ。
Hey
帰
now!
ってきたらシロの番なんだから。せいぜい逃げ出し
You
努力でもしていな
bet
さい。
your ass I'm gonna do my best to escape.
もっとも、カゴから逃げ出せないから、小鳥は小鳥
You
なの。
wanna bet?
お兄ちゃんじゃ、この鳥カゴからは出られないでしょうけど。
Gonna do our best. That was... Whew. Alright, Ilya leaves the room. What she says is true. As she doesn't understand threats or haggling, everything she says is true. So I can't stay here forever. I have to escape and meet up with Saber before Ilya attacks her. How the fuck are you gonna do that? We're in the middle of the mountains, I think. Or was it the woods? I think it was the woods. I shake my body and try and loosen the ropes. She must really think I can't escape, as there's no one in the room. I can't get out of these ropes by myself if there's no one keeping watch, but... But you're still kinda bound, I guess. Great. Not working well enough. Even though I can move, my limbs are heavy as steel, and just moving them will run me out of breath.
これを見越して逃げられないなんて言ってたわ。
Great. Certainly, I can't move. Even if I can get the rope off, I won't be able to escape if my body won't move to my
重い
satisfaction.
のは疲れてるからじゃないよな。そっか。イリアの目を見て、それで動かなくなったんだっけ。
Must be what they call the mystic eyes. They say superior magus is able to intervene magically with a target by just looking into their eyes. A common form of mystic's eyes is binding, so this must be something like that. As eyes perceive visual information, their disadvantage is that they're weak against suggestion. Therefore, a magus usually casts some protection over their eyes to shut out other others' magical energy.
暗示じみた金縛りにやられるなんて、父さんが聞いたらなんて言うか。
Yeah, she would probably call you a wimp and laugh at you. And then Archer, she would summon Archer with like a command spell and order you or order him to laugh at you too, which she wouldn't even need to do because he would laugh anyway. Well, they're just mystic eyes that are acquired the use of magic. But I hear that monsters born with such eyes don't even need to look at the eyes of their target. These people exhibit the ability just by looking, but I hear such powers are rare. So, hey, I think that was one big Tsukihime reference. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like Ilya's mystical eyes are the special kind. This is just intervention, sending her magical energy into my body. Then there is a way to dispel myself. I can't move my body because Ilya's magical energy is invading my nerves. So if I remove that magical energy, I'll be able to move again. Seems simple in concept, don't know if it's going to be the most simple in practice. Closing my eyes, I concentrate on the inside of my body. I don't have the skills to detect or remove someone's magical energy from within me, but such skills are unnecessary if the magical energy is not rooted in my body. If Ilya's magical energy is stagnant in my body, all I have to do is channel strong magical energy through me and push it out. So, yeah, I was about to say, this sounds... I don't know anything about, you know, Natsu versus magical... I'm not the best at understanding its magical quantification, but this sounds decently dangerous. I apologize to my body as some consolation. All I have to do now is my daily routine. The ritual where I drive it in a nerve into my back. No, it's not that anymore. There's no need to make a new one now. I can just push the switch inside of me. I don't even have to make a magic circuit inside me, as I just have to switch my nerves into a magic circuit. I cast a spell to suggest myself. Spells do not do anything to the world. It's only something that one casts to oneself as one intervening with the world. Words are the best way to make your body transform. An order that only works on self to create a divine mystery. A very simple magic called a spell. Alright. My circulation speeds up. My blood gains power. Blood. My body turns into a device for pumping magical energy. It must be assistance from that jewel Tosaka made me swallow. Creation of magical energy that usually takes me an hour now only takes an instant. Well, that's lucky. Good thing Ring gave us that. I don't even need to push the switch. I can just let the magical energy circulate and let my hands go. Well, I say push the switch, but I still haven't figured out where this switch thing is. Ah, there it is. The heat goes wild. Calmly controlling my speeding heartbeat, I let my hands go from the spinning cord. Well, that is a thing. Blood spills out of my mouth. Some veins must have been cut or something must have ripped inside me. I channeled enough magical energy to wash out the mud inside me. So it's fortunate I only ended up coughing blood, and to add, I don't feel any pain. Maybe that, you know, that's something. It's an abnormality I don't understand, but I'm happy to have it at times like this. It's my greatest and only strength for any wounded to heal if they're not fatal, or wounds. What I should be careful of is relying on it. Because the cause is unknown, if I get myself injured relying on the healing might go away the next time. So I shouldn't rely on such a fake miracle. Yeah, that's pretty smart. You know, it's a great asset to have, but you can't just rely on it to the point where you're just, you know, hey, this will be no problem as long as I abuse it. I mean, it might be abusable, but we don't know that for a fact, so it's not the best idea to use. I loosen the rope. My wrists are bruised, but my hands were tied tightly. I don't think it was Ilya that tied me up, but it wasn't tied too tightly. First of all, Ilya wouldn't be able to carry me here. Is there someone other than Ilya who isn't too strong? Yeah. Does Berserker have, like, the sanity to do something as, you know... I don't know what the term I'm looking for here is. Mechanically demanding as tying something? I get up from the chair with that stupid remark. That's still not doing the best. It's good that I can move freely now, but it seems the movement was too violent. I don't have any wounds, but magical energy is still raging inside of me. Just moving causes my body to be pummeled from the inside. It must be the pain. Dizziness and nausea assail me, and my limbs are senseless. I won't be able to get back home before Ilya like this. Just gotta kinda push through it. I slap my cheeks and start walking. As I start to lean on the wall and head towards the door, I hear the sound at the other side of the wall. Footsteps. A few of them too. These people approaching while talking stop in front of the door. Damn it! Perfect timing, I guess. There's no time to hide. I should... Let's see. I have to fight. I'll have to make the first move when the door opens. I'm in no condition to fight. I'll sit on the chair and pretend I'm tied up. I mean, I think they would be able to tell that, like, whether or not you're tied up. And how about that bed? Let's see. As long, I mean, if it's a person, as long as it's a regular person, I think Shiro would be able to handle himself. Because for all intents and purposes, especially with the training that he's gotten recently, yeah, that might be our best bet. Like, with the training he's gotten recently, he's honed his battle instincts a lot more than he had recently. Like, that he had access to them. But, like, with that also, like, there's also some other stuff that comes with that. I'm in no condition to fight. I'll sit in... Yeah, it does have the nausea effect. But this might be a good opportunity for him to get used to things. And how about that bed? I don't know. If he hides under the bed or in the bed, that seems like the worst option, honestly. Because, like, where's the first place everybody hides? Either that closet that's in the back there. My mouse isn't showing, but, like, it's either always going to be the closet or under the bed. And, yeah. I'm in no condition to fight. If I'm pretending to be tied up, it also seems like a very bad option because... what about the rope? I mean, you could put the rope around yourself again, but still. It'll be a surprise attack, and hey, if it works, it works. So let's go ahead and fight. The one who moves first will win, so I have to fight. It's too late to hide now, and I don't have any time to waste. I have to get out of here as quickly as possible and go home to save her. Door opens. Standing with my back to the wall by the door, I ready myself for the patrol. I didn't even see it. The patrol just opens the door and does not enter the room. Hold on. You can see the chair from the entrance. Since I'm not tied to the chair anymore, won't they figure out the situation from that? They could think that they're hiding, though. If they call for people right now, it'll get harder to escape. I'll just have to go out myself and beat the patrol. I jump from the wall to the door, and the patrol must have known that I was hiding instead, as they enter the room as soon as I jump out. I can't stop now. Whoever it is, I'll just beat them up and leave the room. Huh. Well, this was unexpected. How did you get here? Actually, how did you get here? And what about Ilya? My body stops dead. My mind goes blank. The person that I must go and save is standing right in front of me.
Saber!
Yeah, why are you here and how are you here? I spent so much time deliberating on that choice. But you were asleep. You were about to disappear. Come on, don't waste that mana. Come on, Mal. And how'd you get here so fast? Well, I mean, yes, sir. How are you? I got captured. I mean, yeah, you're right, but... What do you mean? But we were gonna make our way out! Saber speaks clearly. Her figure is just as it was before. It's different from the figure sleeping, weak, and in pain.
捕まっている間に傷を負ったのですか？
I mean, yeah, we had to dispel the mana. You'd see that blood that we he coughed up earlier. It's probably on the
そうじゃな
carpet.
い。俺のことはいいんだ。
What about the blood on the carpet? Come on, man. I really regained my peace of mind. I'm surprised Saber's here, but I'm happy she's back to normal. It's just selfish prejudice, but I think Saber is meant to act like
すまなかっ
this.
たな、セイバー。事情はよくわからないけど、俺を助け
That's
に来てくれたんだ。
probably the most of it, yeah.
はい。サーバントとしてマスターを救うのは当然ですから。
ありがとう。お前が来てくれて。
Yeah,
本当に助かった
actually, you're really helpful now. Not now, just you helped out a lot. Thank you, Saber. But we were also going to, you know, escape on our own and come save you. But there's no need for that. We still need to help Tosaka. Tosaka's very much in danger, though. I'm glad now. There's no problem now. All that's left is to escape with Saber and Tosaka. What the fuck? Hey, why can I see Tosaka?
トサカ。
Yeah, no, why can we see Tosaka? That is a excellent question. Is she really seriously there?
思ったより元気そうじゃない。これじゃあ私たちが出向く必要もなかったかしら。
How'd you guys know where to come?
だから
Archer's
そう言
here
っただろ
too.
リン。エミやシロなど放っておけと。この手の男はな、周りに迷惑をかけるだけかけて、自分だけは
Like a
生き延びるんだ。
cockroach.
今回のはいい機会だった。見捨てておけば勝手に死んでくれたものを。
We wouldn't have died. We would have lived and gotten out of here. I guarantee
傷
it.
てなりません、アーチャー。助力を頼んだのは私ですが、あなたに白を侮辱する権利などないはずです。
いざ主が助かればそれか。マスターもマスターなら、サーバントもサーバントだ。協力者に対するありがたみなどないようだな。
No, we just wanted help and you're disrespecting us.
いずれ戦う身だ。情など持たれない方がやりやすくはあるが。
Ugh, they do not like each other. Saber falls silent as if he had a sore spot. This guy does not get along with Saber either.
そこまでよ。
I mean, Saber and
今
Shiro
がどん
are
な
pretty
状況なの
close
か
alike,
忘れて
honestly.
るわけじゃないでしょうね。
I mean, that's kind of the point of is summoning a servant. Like, you're supposed to summon someone that you have a decent amount of affinity towards.
おしゃべりなんてしてる暇はないわ。イリアスフィールが戻ってくる前に撤退しないと。
ちょっと待ってくれ。トサカたちはここがイリアの住み方って知
Of
ってて
course
きた
they
のか。
did. Yeah, how did they figure
Yeah,
out, first of all? I'm guessing Saber, but still. Ilya went out intending to kill them. Then, does that mean Ilya and Tosaka? Yeah, they kind of just like...
今
Alright.
頃イリアはうちに向かってると思う。トサカたちがここに来てくれなかったら、イリアと戦う羽目になってた。
ええ、そうみたいね。イリアとバーサーカーが外に出たのは確認したわ。
I see. Tosaka took such drastic measures because she knew Ilya went outside. She's as direct as ever, but that turned out for the best this time.
とにかく
Yeah,
話は
talking
後よ
about our bad plan of attack, talk about Rin's that, you know, it worked out right this time, but ours worked out right last time
それに越したこ
too.
とはないでしょう。
I mean, kinda, mostly, sorta.
セイバーがそんな調子じゃ、バーサーカーには太刀打ちできないしね。
You don't have to remind us. Besides, even with Archer and Saber both working together, I doubt we would be able to match Berserker anyway.
トサカ。
Holy
セイバー
Power
が
at
そんな調
Saber
子って
was
どこ
already
だよ。
having a hard time. Granted, Archer was in, like, actually no state to do anything, but still.
顔色もいいし、もう以前のセイバーじゃないか。
あなたね、そんな都合のいい話があるわけないでしょ。セイバーは全く回復してないわ。立っているだけが精一杯って見てわからない？
No, it can't, because she almost attacked us right at the
それは黙っ
start.
ていると約束したはずです。
悪いわね。そんなの破棄よ。黙っていてもマイナスなだけだし、そもそも隠し通せる問題じゃないわ。
I mean, apparently you could have, because we both didn't, like, me and Shiro both didn't notice that. Granted, you know, didn't see it visually, but still. She hesitates painfully. And it makes me realize that her condition has not improved at all.
今の話は本当なのか？
はい。リンの言うことは正しい。恥ずかしい話ですが、今の私では セイバーとして戦うことはできません。
Which we don't want you to be.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。武装もできないぐらい弱ってるくせに一緒に行くって聞かないんだもの。
Saber should know damn well that Shiro's gonna be Saber's shield instead of it being the opposite way around. There's no way that Shiro would ever allow a Saber to be like, hey, I'm gonna you can use me as a fucking meat shield, I guess. No, Shiro's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna use myself as a meat shield and make sure that both of you guys, or all three, I guess, of you guys survive. Even though he doesn't like Archer. My breathing stops. What is that? She's so weak she can't arm herself? What a ridiculous thing is she saying about her being my
す
shield.
まないシロ。このような体ではサーバント失格だとは分かっていますが、それでも盾の役割はできます。
Not dissatisfied. That's it. Why do you always think such stupid
ふざけんな。
things?
そんなの不服に決まって
He's
るだろ。
not saying that in the way that you think.
遠坂、お前なんだってセイバーを連れてきたんだ。今は俺のことよりセイバーの方がずっと大事だって分かってたんじゃないのか。
何よ、私だって反対したわよ。けどセイバーはどうしてもって聞か
Yeah.
ないし、
Thanks,
そ
Spirit
もそも
Link.
セイバーじゃないとあんたの居場所は分からなかったわ。
お前、それでも。
I start to yell she shouldn't have brought her, but I stop myself. I'm in no position to criticize Tosaka. The root of all this was me getting captured. Tosaka and Saber just did what they thought was right.
口喧嘩も結構だがな。今そこまでにしておけ、リン。マスターならば自分の住処の異常には敏感だろう。悠長に説明している暇はないぞ。
そうね、イリアスフィールのやつ、今頃慌てて戻ってきて
Yeah,
る
we
頃
don't
だ
have
ね。
much time to be arguing in here. We need to hurry up and get out of here.
話は後にしてあげ
Tactical
る。
retreat. We need to
今はこの
also
城から
set
出る
up
こ
a
とが
better
先
place
決
of
よ。
operations now.
それでいいわね、シロ。
Because she very obviously knows where Shiro lives, and she wants all of us dead.
シロ、私たちも。
いや、けど。
If Saber is like she was last night, isn't it difficult for her to even walk? I can't let Saber push herself if she's in that state.
まったく。どうやら私も甘く見られたも
I
のです
think
ね。
you're trying to put too much on yourself as well, regardless of, oh, you're underestimating me. No, I think you're overestimating yourself.
セイバー。
So fucking be independent and be like, I don't need help until she's dead and collapsed on the ground.
いくら魔力が尽きているとはいえ、今でもシロよりは戦います。
And now that's just a deep
私
dig.
から見れば、シロの方こそ消えてしまいそうで怖い。リンは気がついていないようですが、体内の魔力が乱れているのではないですか。
いや、けどこんなのは大したことじゃない。我慢すれば持ちこたえられる程度だ。俺はその全然大丈夫だ
Two
ぞ。
peas in a pod right here, both fucking like almost dead-ish kind
私
of.
もシロと同じです。
And they're like, no, I'm not gonna get any help. No, I'm gonna help you. No, I'm gonna help you. No, I'm gonna help you.
突然のことで状況がつかめないと思いますが、今はリンに従いましょう。
They're both just
話をするの
stubborn
な
as
ら
hell and
そ
just
れは
want to
家に帰っ
help.
てからです。
Saber urges me forward. I can't even worry if she says so with such an expression.
話したいことは山ほどあるけど、それは無事に帰ってからにする。
Yeah, about Saber's body and thanking her for coming to save me. That dream is not something I should ask her about right now.
よし、行こう、セイバー。
And I'm pretty sure Saber already knows that Shiro knows that she's King Arthur. Like, I'm pretty sure with her using her noble phantasm, that's more than enough. I sweat with each step, but I can't complain. Saber came all the way to here with her weakened body. Yep, she came to help. This is huge. God damn. This isn't a house. This is like, holy hell. As soon as we leave the room, I gasp. Is this a hallway? From this museum-like hallway, I guess the building is really big.
ちょっと見とれてる場合じゃないわよ。この城から出ても外は一面樹海なんだから急がないと朝になるわ。
一面の樹海？じゃあここ本当に山の中なのか？宮山町から車で何時間っていう。
Yep, that's what Ilya said last time when she described her house the first time we met her, so, I don't think she was lying.
そう、アインツベルンの隠し城よ。 この城から出た後、何時間もかけて森を抜けなくちゃならないの。今は夜だし、朝日が昇るまでには森を抜けるわよ。
Great. So Osaka runs down the hallway without hesitation. I guess she's heading back to the entrance she snuck in.
今が夜なのは知ってたけど、一体どのぐらい捕まってたんだ。
Day and a half? Day and a half? I thought it was only half a day, but it might have been longer.
シローがイリアスフィールに囚われたのは朝方でしょう。
Nope, okay, half a
日
day.
付は変わってしまいまし
The
た
date
か
has
ら、
changed, so that means...
形の上で
Alright.
は丸一日囚われていたことになりますね。
そうか。面目ない。
So that means, yeah, it's past
Yeah.
midnight.
そのようなことはあ
What
り
are
ま
you
せん。
doing?
イリアスフィールに捕まってこれだけの時間が過ぎたというのに、シローは無事でした。体は囚われの身でも心では負けなかった証ではないですか。
Not even a...
それ
No.
はそうかもしれないけど。
But she was awfully lenient as well.
ええ、イリアスフィールは少女に見えてもアインツベルンの魔術師です。もし彼女に屈していたのなら、シローはシローではなくなっていたでしょう。
So we probably would have gotten a bad end if we would have actually agreed with her. Huh.
私と
Okay.
てその可能性を考慮しなかったわけではありません。最悪、あなたは死んでいるものと覚悟
I
して
think there are worse
この
cases
城に
than
足を
death,
踏み入れたの
honestly.
です。
Considering everything that Ilya can and will do to you.
だからここでシローと再会できてよかった。マスターが無事な姿を見せているのですから、私も負けるわけにはいきません。
Yeah, just kind of, you know, put your money where your mouth is and stop wasting magical energy. We're gonna go home, we're gonna get you something to eat, and you're gonna go to bed. I was so worried, wondering whether Saber was all right.
ちょっとやる気あるのかっていうの
We're
よ。
being sentimental
もた
right
もた
now.
してると
Shut up.
本気で先に行くからね。
Sosaki yells at us from the corner ahead.
話してる場合じゃなかった。急ごう、セイバー。
I run, urging on Saber as well. Every step brings unpleasantness and pain, as if boiling water is pouring into my veins. But I can run if I grit my teeth. Just gotta go through the pain, no gain. Forcing my aching body to move, I follow Tosaka. Saber is running behind me, as if escorting a sick person. She must be in pain. She's acting firm, but Saber is in no condition to move properly. I don't think you're much to talk yourself. I stopped myself from asking her if she needs a hand. If I said that, Saber would stubbornly try to run on her own. I should just watch for now. Saber looks tired enough that she can't make excuses. I can carry then. If Saber is really troublesome. This stubborn girl won't rest unless I do something that forceful. And so, following Tosaka's lead, we reach the exit of the castle. Wow, this is
ここ入り
so
口じゃないのか。
extravagant, so unnecessarily extravagant. Look at this shit. That looks like it's made of gold. There's no reason for that.
何当たり前のこと言ってるのよ。玄関っていうのはそういうものでしょ。入る時も出る時もここが一番手っ取り早いんだから。
Would have thought that maybe you would have, I don't know, came through some sort of hidden exits or hidden entrance, try and sneak in, try and get us out of here without getting noticed. Now we're just gonna fucking go through the front door. Right. Gotcha. Are we sure Tosaka is the genius mage in here? Well, I'm in no position to complain. Saber and I are descended the stairs into the hall. I guess this is the lobby. So that must mean we'll be outside if we go through that large door at the end.
よし、ここまで来たら大丈夫。問題は森に出てからだけど、まあ夜だし、闇に乗じて国道まで出られるかな。イリアスフィールが戻ってきて、シロがいないって気づいたところで、後の祭りよ。あいつが帰ってくる頃には朝になっちゃってるしね。
She's still gonna be coming after us, though. It's gonna be an endless pursuit now. Unless she, follows, hey, we're not gonna be doing anything during the day, like she said before.
いや、別に。遠坂は大物だなって再確認してただけだ。
変なところでおかしな確認するのね、あなた。
Nah, you're just taking, like entering the enemy's base from the main entrance and the way she's acting so confidently.
まあいいわ。
I don't know if that's
とに
because
かく
she's
外
a
に出
big
ましょう。
shot or she has a
帰り
big
道は覚え
head.
ているか
One
ら
of the
迷
two.
うこともない。
We head for the entrance. A long hall stretches from the lobby and a large door can be seen on the end. It's amazing. The hall is about 30 meters long. I think to myself that this place really is a castle. And the instant I start to
なん
walk,
だ、もう帰っちゃうの？
oh no.
せっかく来たのに残念ね。
The voice of the girl who shouldn't be here echoes through the room with a faint laugh. She knew! We were all playing checkers and she was playing chess! This is awful. I turn around instantly. Everybody stops. The instant I turn around and see the enemy, I understand that I'll be killed if I turn my back on it again. Oh god, no! No! Von Einsburn. Osaka's voice is shaking. Across the hall, on the stairs we came down, something that shouldn't be there. Strangely like the time before, Ilya is standing above us with Berserker standing behind her. Berserker's presence is overwhelming. As I can feel the servant's strength now, I can understand how much of a monster he is. How absurd. He's not at a level Saber could match even in a normal condition. We established that on that first night. We very much established that on that first night. It probably wouldn't even be a fight. That thing is not something that can be beaten in a battle. Defeating Berserker means eliminating it without fighting it. In other words, we should have avoided him if we didn't want to die. But we kind of fucked up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ilya's voice is cheerful. That smile is the same as it was 8 days ago. Innocent and merciless emotion that will kill any insect she catches. And unfortunately, we are now the insects. I understand now. We won't be able to get away. I can't stop Ilya no matter what I do. Even if I can get Ilya's attention, that doesn't mean everyone else can get away. Well, I think the worst part about all this is, even if we kill Ilya here, and that's like, you know, kind of, I don't know if that's a dark thought or not. I don't know. Even if we kill Ilya here, Berserker will still be rampaging. So, this is a bad trap. She giggles, but we don't have such composure. We'll run for the entrance if there's an opening. Even though we know that there will be no such chance, we can only wait for it. Oh god, Friend's taking charge. But still, Tosaka takes a step forward towards Ilya. Yeah.
そうよ。私はどこにも行っていないわ。私はね、ここからあなたたちの道化ぶりを眺めていただけ。
Alright.
そう。外に出て行ったのは偽物ってわけ。
ええ、あなたたちが来ることは分かってたもの。私は主人なんだから、お客様のおもてなしをしないといけないでしょ。
The giant's figure suddenly disappears. I don't know if it jumped or just moved there. Berserker appears in the middle of the lobby with a whirlwind. There he is. We're done for now. If we retreat, it will be slashed in half in the instant we turn our backs. But we'll be killed as well if we stay like this. The only path left is to challenge that mass of death knowing it'll be pointless.
おしゃべりはおしまい。それじゃあ。
Let's not begin and say we did. Please? Please don't kill us. The girl raises her hand as if performing some kind of ritual, looks down at us, and... That's a voice I haven't heard yet. She declares so with delight and murderous intent. Light shines in Berserker's eyes. The servant that has obeyed Ilya up to now has his mind released and identified us as his enemies. A gritting sound. We need to get out of here! Osaka grits her teeth hard as if regretting something. She murmurs in a quiet voice without turning around. What do you mean a little while is enough? What are you trying to do? She orders her servant to... What? She orders her servant to die. Archie doesn't answer.
バカな。正気ですか、リン。アーチャー一人ではバーサーカーにはかなわない。
私たちはその隙に逃げる。アーチャーには 私たちが逃げ切るまで時間を稼いでもらうわ。
Don't order Archer to die! Come on, man! Ignoring Saber, Tosaka continues her instructions. Her voice is cold, killing her emotions. Archer, who has been silent as if pondering something, quietly nods and...
賢明だ。リンたちが先に逃げてくれれば、私も逃げられる。
How the fuck?
単独行動は騎兵の得意分野だからな。
Alright. Takes a step forward as if to protect Tosaka. Berserker doesn't move. Only Ilya's laughter can be heard from above.
へえ、びっくり。そんな誰とも知らないサーバントで私のヘラクレスを止めるって言うんだ。
That's the hope, apparently.
なんだ、案外可愛いとこあるのね、リン。
Oh. Neither Tosaka nor Archer has the composure for such a rebuttal. Tosaka and Archer know the fact better than everyone. Archer steps forward. Is empty-handed as usual. Tosaka is watching Archer's back. He must not have anything to say to him. Tosaka should know her command is unreasonable, because she told her servant to die so that we can escape.
あーちゃん、私。
Tosaka starts to say something, but...
ところでリン、一つ確認していいかな。
Archer interrupts her words in a cool voice unsuited to the situation.
いいわ。何？
She knows this isn't gonna end well. Look at her eyes. She knows. And her voice is really just telling. She's trying her best to put on a tough front because, I mean, we kind of have to here, but God. Tosaka looks at Archer with a downcast look. Still looking at Berserker.
時間を稼ぐのはいいが、
But...
別にあれを倒してしまっても構わんのだろう。
Oh shit, the confidence. Archer says something unexpected.
あーちゃん。ええ、遠慮はいらないわ。ガツンと痛い目に合わせてやって、あーちゃん。
そうか。ならば、期待に応えるとしよう。
Well, damn. All right. Archer moves forward. There are only 10 meters between him and Berserker. That thing should be able to close that distance in an
バカに
instant.
していいわ。やりなさいバーサーカー。そんな生意気なやつバラバラにして構わないんだから。
Well, fuck. Ilya's going a little bit insane. Ilya speaks in a hysterical voice. Tosaka turns her back, not paying attention.
行くわ。外に出れば、それで私たちの勝ちになる。
How long did we have to run to get outside? We have Archer versus... Hey, I mean... If it's something, I don't know. Saber follows Tosaka without objection. I start to run to the entrance, leaving Archer behind. But from behind me... Oh shit. He stops me, still with his back to me. I turn around, letting go of Tosaka's hand. In the lobby, now far away, is the back of the man facing Berserker.
お前は戦うものではなく、
A maker?
生み出すものに過ぎん。
Berserker charges. Archer stares at his enemy without backing off, still
余分
empty-handed.
なことなど考える。
This track is really good, by the way.
お前にできることは一つだけだろう。ならば、その一つを極めてみろ。
Archer raises his hand. I don't know when he got it, but in his hands is that short
忘れる
sword.
な。イメージするものは常に最強の自分だ。外敵などいらぬ。お前にとって戦う相手とは自身のイメージに他ならない。
The red back sinks. Berserker's attack rages. I start to run without seeing the clash of the two. Tosaka and Saber are already at the entrance. I run without turning around. The red back just tells me to go. And go we shall. That is a large castle. We go down the long hallway and pass through the gate. Unbelievably, the place really is a castle. An old castle hidden deep in the forest. This whole place is surrounded by trees as far as the eye can see, and neither buildings nor sky can be seen in the
こっちよ。
distance.
3時間もすれば国道に出られるから、それまで走って。
So we have to, oh god, running for 3 hours. That's, that is gonna be a lot of running. 3 hours, huh? I honestly don't know if my body will last that long. Pain gets worse the more I move. The heat should go away if I rest, but we don't have the time for that right
シ
now.
ロ早く
Yep, no rest for the weary. Tosaka sounds pressed as well. Tosaka's the one who gave Archer that order. She looks calm, but her mind is filled
分
with
かってる
regret.
すぐに追いつくセイバー急ごう
はい
Because, I mean, even if it might have just been bravado from Archer, just to try and get us out of our, you know, depressed state. But if we look at that objectively, with knowing everything that we do, Tosaka just told Archer to die. Which is really... Huh. Alright. Making my way through the trees, I follow Tosaka. Saber is visibly breathing hard. I can't see in the darkness, but she must be in pain. I can't leave her alone any longer. Saber loses her balance. I grab her forcefully from right beside her as she falls to
こ
the
こまで
ground.
だこれ以上は無理だぞセイバー
何を言うのですシロ
We have to
こ
work
の程度
together.
の苦
Come
境
on.
今まで何度も経験してきました
何言ってんだ何度経験していようが苦しいものは苦しいだろういいから少しは弱音を吐けってんだ
I pull out the arm I'm holding. It must be because Saber's light. I'm able to hold her up in my arms rather easily.
何をするのです
No
シロ
time to complain. We need to fucking get you out of here. We need to get all three of us out of here.
そんな顔で走られてちゃこっちが先に参っちまう
無礼な話しなさいこの程度で
You
私
were
が倒れ
pretty
るとでも
close to
思
it
っているの
already,
で
and
す
you
か
already did once, so we don't really have much to... The more you struggle, the worse it is for both of us, so fucking stop. Her opposition is too weak. The arms that try to push away at me are too small and too weak. That makes me painfully realize how weak she's become. I never thought Saber would be unable to push away someone picking her up.
何を考えているのですかシロこのようなこといくらマスターといえど許しません
Come on, man, stop. Saber is struggling with a bright red face. Well, certainly, the position she is in right now must be embarrassing for a knight. But now isn't the time to worry about
嘘つけ
appearances.
俺を振りほどけないぐらい弱ってるくせに大丈夫なわけがないだろういいからおとなしくしてろマスターとしての命令だ
We really don't have much of a choice, and the more you struggle, the harder it's going to be for both of us.
卑怯なこんなことでレイジを使うなどそんな無意を容認できるはずがない
And in the distance, Tosaka's just like, God damn it, fucking using command spells different for stupid reasons. Who would do that? I don't know.
ならおとなしくしてろ急がないと遠坂に置いていかれる
Saber reluctantly falls silent, so she must have accepted it. That's fine for now. If she doesn't struggle, I'll be able to run while carrying her. But hey, what about our nausea? My vision flashes on and off. Does my blood accelerate the more I run? Bearing with the nausea in my throat, I run through the forest while gritting my teeth. I breathe wildly, but I hide my pain as well as I can. There's only one reason to do so.
シロ
Because she's worried! We're gonna be
やはり私
worrying
も走り
her.
ますから
Nah. But if I even looked a bit pained, she looked at me uneasily. I can't stop here.
甘く見るなセイバー一人どうってことないぞ
Which means Tosaka's about to get injured and he's gonna have to carry the both
壊
of
れ
them.
たストーブに比べれば女の子一人分なんて空気みたいなもんだ
Especially the fact that she's not wearing that armor.
いいから黙っててくれ
That we've had to deal with both times we've had to carry her back.
今まで助けてもらったんだからこれぐらいしないと釣り合わないんだよ心で借りを返しておかないと明日から守ってもらえないだろ
いえそんなことはないのですが私の方こそ
We're not gonna start this. We're really not gonna start
そりゃ
this.
よかったじゃきついのは今回限りだながぜんやる気が湧いてきた
Fair enough. Let's keep on running. I let out a huge breath out and kick the ground. Tosaka is choosing to go through the narrow openings even though she knows I'm carrying Saber. It's fine because Saber is light, but following her takes all my effort.
ほら喋ると舌を噛むぞ黙っていてくれた方が俺も助かるんだからおとなしくしていてくれ
Just shut up and...
それでは
マスターの指示に
Shut
従
up
いま
and
す。
stay still. Saying so, Saber relaxes in my arms. It was hard to carry her before because she was unwilling, but it'll be a bit easier now. Now the problem is whether Saber's body and my body will make it. Because you guys are both doing extremely rough. How long have we been running? It feels like 30 minutes and it feels like an hour. The concept of time is fucked. Running isn't that bad. I've been training for nothing and Saber is really light. But now, got, all this going on. Inside, my body is messed up. I get dizzier the more I move and I feel like throwing up. We're in a forest, so I would understand if I was bitten by a poisonous snake or something. We're not gonna put all this on Tosaka. This isn't pain that'll kill me. It's just that my chest feels heavy and I feel like throwing up. This is nothing compared to the warmth in my arms right now. Saber is closing her eyes as if asleep. She's not resting because she's relaxed. Her body is getting hotter by the minute. Even though it's winter, her body is sweating and she's hanging her head and trying to hide her ragged breathing. A repeat of that night. Saber collapsed from using all her energy after using that sword on Ryder. Saber hasn't healed a bit since that night. Was her ability to talk just now a brief spark before she disappears? Then we really need to hurry up then. I run, trying to deny that. I don't care about my body. I just make myself believe that something will be possible if I get home and keep running. We're not doing the best. I almost fall and stop myself from collapsing by leaning against a tree. I can taste blood, so this will be the cause of my nausea. I didn't spill it onto Saber since it was only a bit, but I still feel the cause of the nausea in my chest. Yeah, I mean, the worst would be, falling over and dying, I guess. Saber would be mad at me for a different reason if I threw up the contents of my stomach. Actually, I bet Saber would seriously try to cut me in half if I did that. Yeah, that's funny. Imagining a funny thing gives me some strength. Alright, I'm done resting. Shut up, Saber! We're doing fine! He wasn't asleep? Saber speaks in my arms.
ですから、シロは一人で逃げるべきです。その体では私を連れて行くことはでき
No,
ま
this
せん。
isn't the end for us.
そんなことあるか。今のはただ転んだだけだ。
あるわよ。そんな死人みたいな顔で何言ってるんだか。
We're fine! Hey, Osaka, who was leading the way, is back here now for some reason.
強がるのは勝手だけどね。いくら夜の森だからって口元の血ぐらい隠しなさい。それじゃあセイバーに心配されるのも当然よ。
Osaka glares at me. Saber must have noticed that voice.
リンがいるのなら話が早い。
No! Saber says so without looking at Tosaka.
でしょうね。セイバーの言いたいことはわかるわ。時間もないことだし、そこの大バカにもわかるようにさっさと言ってやって。
We're not leaving Saber behind.
はい。リン、
We're not
私
leaving
をここに置いてい
Saber
ってほしい。
behind.
私を連れていては逃げきれないし、何よりもう長くは持ちません。
We're not. Can't yell at her for saying such a ridiculous thing. I have no intention of leaving Saber, but still. I know well enough that Saber's condition is worsening, and Saber won't last long. I vaguely knew that she wouldn't be able to make it until morning like this.
そう。で、シロはこのままセイバーと心中する？
まさかそんな気はないし。
Of course not. We're gonna carry you and save
セイ
Saber.
バーが消えるって言うんなら、レイジでも何でも使って。
オーケー。それならいいわ。じゃあ両方とも解決しましょう。セイバーを助けて、ついでに3人でこの森から脱出する。
Yep, that's the plan. My brain turns into tofu. Tosaka says the most difficult things so easily at times.
そりゃ確かにそうしたいけど、それができないから。
いいからこっちに来て。言っとくけど、私も簡単にセイバーを
Alright,
知らせ
good.
る気はない
We're
わ。
finally on the same page a little bit.
ええ、この機会は逃さない。あなたにはその責務を果たしてもらう。
Wait, what?
シローもいいって言ったし、そうしても構わないわよね、セイバー。
Osago looks at Saber with a meaningful expression. Saber doesn't answer, but merely looks downward awkwardly.